What the heck was I doing? Oh, I said I was gonna fix this scoring. Yeah. Nah. I can't get an object to rotate. Oh, there was a new model with the thing separated. Oh, a whole bunch of the separated things. In Unreal, it fixed the pivot issue. May also work for Unity. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was a Unity thing because of the fact that it's... Even when I did the cube and a sphere, it was also doing the rotation thing. Although now I'm realizing I suppose I could just do multiple parent objects. Which seems odd and confusing and weird, but hey, if it fixes it, it fixes it. At least I have a clock I can... Well, yeah, because the UI was also scaling wrong anyway. Okay. Oh, it's because I hit play. There we go, eh? Okay. But I'm thinking if I just do 2 parent objects. Odd, but... Where'd the model go for the clock? No, not what I meant. Okay, just rip the hand off the clock, and then I can use it for whatever I want. Bugger off, what the hell? I just... Oh, well. Didn't I do that early? Are you dumb? God, balls! Okay, well, I have the hand as a separated thing. Maybe I'll go grab that then. Ay, ay, ay. It's Saturday, isn't it? It's Saturday on a jam day. All the problems and all of the hope gets drained out. I can feel it. The idea gets smaller and smaller and smaller as I am unable to rotate an object. Okay, let's just give you multiple parents, because that seemed to do the thing. Also send more clock models and maybe fixed origin points. At least the origin points now work on Unreal. Well, like I said, it's because I had the... Okay, so now if we put that under that, and then that under that, and then that under that... And then if I rotate... one of them objects... You rotated the right way? No. So 180 on this. There we go. So now if I rotate this object. Oh, wait. The hand was not moved anywhere, was it? Okay, I want you to be the center of the base. That's the center of the base object? Well, you see, that looks like it's the center of the base object. But then when I tell you this, I want this to be the center of the base object. But that's 0, 0, 0. Under this object. They're both at the same place. And yet this looks like it's in a different position. I'm so confused. Okay, because I want you Is it just because there's nothing in the object that you're gonna be stupid about it? Which is why I was trying to do the sphere earlier, too. And then I rotate this. The pivot point. Okay. I lied. I'm going to understand pivot points. Screw this. Pivot point. Unity pivot point. How do I pivot a pivot point? How do I position a pivot point, you dumb? Pivot point. How to modify the pivot point in 2019. It's a different year. Pivot. Global. Simplest way to make a pivot for your object is to make an empty object and make the model a child of the object, just dragging and dropping it. That's what they say. That is in fact what they say. Where was pivot and global? I should know how to do this. Well, you'd think I would have learned how to do this. It's code that changes the pivot point. You can parent an empty game object to the cube you create and position it however you like. This will allow you to control any pivot you like if you use the parent game object. So then I create a parent game object. That's what I keep flipping doing. Yay! Relearning the most basics of the basics is the... Oh, and just, I don't know how I confused myself this bad in that, like... There, that's the base object. That's a parent object. Here's the child object. I didn't need to reset that entirely, did I? Because that's what it keeps saying, is that, like, just rotate the parent object. And then I go to rotate the parent object, and it's like, there you go. I'm like, did I bump this into the wrong mode or something? Local. Center. Pivot. Now we pivot you. There we go. Holy heck, how did I bump that? Ay, ay, ay. Yay, learning the tools that I've been using for so long. That's the wrong one. Jeepers. I am afraid of how dumb I am. Oh, the mic is peaking now too. I was hoping to go back from lunch. I didn't reset it again, did I? No? Okay, so back to 68? No, it was a 69, because it's the meme number, right? You told me that the mode is set as center the other day. Ah. You're very helpful. I'm not very perceptive, but you're very helpful. Wonderful. Fantastic, phantasmagorical. You finally switched out the player? Yay! Emmett the Loop Walker. Is that a link or a thing on Discord? Headgummit. Okay. I'm figuring out the depths of my stupidity, and it is astounding. Okay, so then put you there. There we go. You're the one that I want to modify. onboarding and tutorialization. I'm hoping mine is simple enough that, okay, but that was not the issue for the rect transform. So at least this is now rotating in a way that I understand. Ay, ay, ay. So now, where am I making the pegboard? Because this is just the scoreboard needs to make the same sort of thing, just like this clock. Okay, wait, I have a UI version and I have a... Yeah, okay, score clock. Maybe we'll call this score clock UI. It's not gonna let me rename this easily, is it? It's gonna complain and explode. Did that? It didn't look like it. Oh, it did. So now it's score clock UI, and then I call the other one score clock. And I just copy all the stuff anyway, and then... Script. Yeah, my brain no worky. Trying to say that it worked at some point? No, I never did. Okay, this kind of stuff I want to steal, but... yeah, right? Okay, this is silly and unnecessary to be copying a bunch of code, but whatever. I'm not in the mood for good code. I'm not in the mood for thoughts. Meaning I should be vibe coding, I guess. Well, it said no stuff. No AI stuff. Plus, I haven't been super happy with the vibe coding anyway. It's just... I would say I need no time limits and just... I can spend all the time on the thing and not have to worry about it, but then I also fill the time. The more time I have, the more time I waste, the more confused I get. Like, get a ball to bounce off of a bumper. Oops, that took 3 months. Get an object to rotate. Oops, that took a couple hours. Okay, don't worry about expectations. It's not helpful, but it is very hard to get away from. Okay, these are just objects anyway. No, that's Text Mesh Pro UGUI. What's the... profile, score number, call it score number UI. Yes, rename everybody. And then we do a 3D object text. Hey. Score number. Probably overkill to just try to get around the fact that the UI was not rotating correctly, but this is also a little more fun. Red Roca and everything. Because that's also a little more fun. Score clock. Manager. I have absolutely no clue what the radius should be. And then the score text object. It's this thing that I just made. I lied. Okay. I want you to be in the middle. 36 is probably just a little bit too big. Okay. Is it good? I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll see though, bro. Okay, so now what we gotta do though, I'll put you over here. Make it prefab. Wait. Yeah, I just went and had lunch. Well, it probably is why I want a nap. I'm not a nap kind of guy either. But I don't usually do this much game development and this much streaming and stuff all at once. The flippin' score number. Right, this is the thing I just made? Let's see. Yeah. Who's who? Okay, this one. Okay, this is not gonna work at all whatsoever, but let's see how goofed it is. Everything I did to make you proud. Tell me how proud you are, Shifu. Uh-oh. Text Mesh Pro U GUI. I don't really need the Text Mesh Pro U GUI. I'm looking for whatever is on this prefab, which is... No, this one. The text is Text Mesh Pro, not U GUI. Okay. That would make sense that it's not GUI. And I'm not gonna read the code, I'm just gonna debug. That's not a great way to be, but we'll see if it bites me in the butt. It's almost there, you got it. I just need you to be over here. Oh wait, I just need to parent it to the thing that is... this is the script. Which is parenting it to this. I need to parent it to the base instead. Instantiate, we're gonna have it on the base. We're just gonna pass it in as a game object and then we'll see. Background. Okay, that's the parent. There we go. Now I just gotta pass the background in, and that should hopefully like fix it. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Great. You're under the base at least. No. Okay, let's do this over here and then just kind of parent the whole thing after the fact. Yeah, because this looks like a good clock. Now I just need all of y'all to move over here. Yeah, so it's under the score clock. It just looked super wonkety if it was under the thing. No, it's all under the score clock anyway. Why is it? Tag nabbit. I mean, those are all zeros. That doesn't seem like it should be causing that much of an issue. What the woman heck? What the woman heck? Dagnabbit. I really could have just said this is going to be a clock. They just made a flippin' clock and then not had to worry about the numbers and placing the numbers and doing any of this dumb nonsense. Yeah, and then I have a perfectly good clock here, but the hand that doesn't move right, and then figuring out the rect transform, and that is also a pain, and I am moving away from UI stuff anyway. Why the numbers be so stupid? Yeah, I still need to get the, like, the throw indicator. Okay, numbers, I don't really know what to do about you. Local position? No, it's its actual position. Wait, local position? Can we do local position after the fact? So now the score clone dot local position. Local position. There we go. Okay, so now let's put it over here, bro. And then we go and put that 0 in there. And see if it's gonna end up where I want it, or if it's just gonna be dumb. Let's just see if this is closer. Because I think the rotation's gonna be off too. At least I don't know, it looked like it was off. Yay, it's all look, it's all broken and on the floor. I made it worse, yay! Okay, no, that actually looks like it's... Why are they all stretched all funkety? Okay, can I... I kind of like the edit position, but can I just get you to not instead? Let's just not rotate it and not do anything weird with it, and then see where all the flipping... Why are they getting all rotated and stretched all funky? You should just be matching up with the... Did I put it as a child of an object that was rescaled again? Like, nobody's getting changed here. Oh, did I not pass in the background object? The base. Okay. Okay, there. That looks a little more sane. So now... Oh, and then because I was pulling this off of the other one, it's actually the X. That's why I was doing it under the base, though, just because of the fact that... Yeah, okay, because now you're not rotated, right? I guess I could just rotate them all after the fact. As in... Dagnabbit. And then rotate. Now transform. Holy balls. I'm even taking it easy. I'm not trying to like push myself here, and I'm still feeling pretty slow and dumb. Ay ay ay. Okay, I just want to rotate. Or rotate around, rotate, whatever. Point axis angle. So that just being your position. Pain in the butt. Axis being vector 3 dots, right? Maybe. And then like a negative 90. It's either a 90 or a negative 90. One of those. If the right is even correct. Now let's see them all facing the wrong direction. Are they all flipping into the thing? What do I have radius at? What do I have the size of the things at? So maybe we just do 1 and then shrink the size of the numbers by a lot and see if that helps. It's looking a whole heck of a lot closer. 2.25 or something, maybe. using the transform parent anyway. So I don't even need the... No, not game manager, the game object. I don't even need this background, I'm not using it. Okay, now is that gonna position it off of the outside of the face of the clock? We'll see. The hand does look nice. Okay, that's too much. Wait, I guessed 1 and that wasn't it. I guessed 2. Okay, that's way too much too. Okay, I should make that an actual variable in Unity. Ugh. Just some kind of offset, I guess. Dang it, I was hoping this was something that I didn't listen to too many times. And that does not seem to be the case. Okay, we're still off of the face of this. Oh, by a good amount. Okay, so 0.3. And then just a little bigger. The 2 wasn't it though, right? 2 was too much. Okay, no, 2 looks good. There we go. Okay, and that looks like it's attached to... And then if I move this thing, everybody moves with it. Okay, good. After I done goofed up the... Okay, holy heck. Now... Now if I put it back to where it was, which I don't remember what that was, but... Now let's see if this done goofs. Or not. No. Okay, so it does not like that at all whatsoever. Good to know. It's a bummer, because it looks like it's... Okay, wait, so can I just spawn this and move the clock after the fact? Obnoxious. Okay, is there a way I could just keep this facing facing like this and just put it somewhere? Or is that gonna look off? That's not gonna work. Whatever. What the fluffing heck are the numbers? What? It was fine earlier. I can't move it at all. It's not even a rotation thing. I just can't move it. The numbers are. What the fucking hell? Okay, you're just all offset by the wrong amount on the X, right? No? I parented it to this object. It's parented to the object that it had. Gosh dang it, fuck. Okay, so maybe we try the background thing again? That didn't seem to help neither. Moving it after it spawns just seems like such a weird, dumb, bad idea. Okay, that doesn't have a background object, so not this. Yeah, it didn't work well for the UI version though either, because then also when the screen size changed, it done goofed it, so. Yeah, this is the part where I get despondent about the fact that something that I thought wouldn't be too bad is in fact too bad. For me, specifically. I can't move you anywhere though. The instant I move you, you decide whatever parenting that I try to do, it just doesn't count, doesn't exist, doesn't work. The instant I move you, well, it's like okay after it's flipping made, but yeah, because now it seems fine, but that's because everything got parented correctly. But if I shift it even a little bit, it's gonna say, oh, nope, the parent done goofed. I'm changing the local position of the objects, not the... Okay, wait. The parent. Okay, so game object at transform. That position. Okay, so start there then. Maybe that's the issue? Because it's not a... Oh, I did move it. Dadgummit, you dumb. Okay, well that's definitely necessary. It seems to be okay on the Y. No, it's because the instant I try to go and move and rotate this is... Oh, these aren't even rotated. So they just don't rotate? This object is parent. It's you on this object. Yeah, they're all spawned under this object, which is the one that's rotated. So why are they not rotated? Yeah, or you're just rotated back. Why are you not positioned correctly either? Transform.position is based on the score clock. Maybe that local position? Here? It's all local instead? I think I will use the break. Oh, the dawn of the final 24 hours. Okay. I don't know what the fluff I was fluffing doing. Cause it's just, I latched on to the idea that a circular scoring system was a cool idea, which I think it is. And it doesn't feel like it should be so incredibly flippin' awful. Positioning seems well, okay, the positioning is kind of correct. It's just off on the X for some reason. What if I don't shift it on the local position? That means it'll just stay in the middle though, right? Or maybe it'll be parented correctly and that won't matter as much? No, okay, so now... Wait, where are these? They're facing the other way? No? They don't seem to exist. At least not visible. What do you fluffing mean? Okay, now we're gonna put that back. I lied. That was closer, at least. If not correct. Okay, is it this local position stuff that I... It's just the fact that I can't move it after the fact, because it's not... Okay, the rotation should also be the same as the parent, except... Okay, local rotation? Okay, wait. Transfer into local rotation. Is it 90 or negative 90? I know I probably shouldn't be messing with a quaternion, but... And using an actual just rotate method would be better, but it didn't seem to want to do that either, so... Okay, cool. They are rotated. Okay, wait. Negative 90 twice? Okay, then these aren't rotated. Huh. Well, they don't. They shouldn't be rotated in the. Rotation is 37 degrees. No, I want it to be rotated like 90, right? Yeah. It's a local rotation. Is it rect transforms? Oh, is that the... whoops. Okay. That might be causing issues. Okay, the score num clone is a game object. That's fine. Okay, now let's get the rect transform then instead. That's what it's actually using everything for. Get component. And then rect transform. Well, I'm like, can I do this then? This was using rect transform, right? Or no? No, it wasn't. Why'd you local position? You'd think I would learn at some point to just do handcrafted content. This is the player character that moves in such a manner, and it goes through these levels where you do these things. Just write a story. None of this gameplay. That also didn't seem to matter at all whatsoever. Okay. Hello. If that gives you a sense of how this is going. I didn't think this was that complicated, but as indicated, if I just put this back in the middle, then I gotta figure out how to move everything else around this, and that just seems silly. It feels like I can just parent these and rotate these correctly, but the answer appears to be no. No, you can't. Okay, so then I'm getting the rect transform from this, and that also is not doing anything. Because it's using a rect transform. I think the local position is fine. It's this rotation. It's like, why are you deciding you're gonna re-rotate? Okay, maybe not the local rotation. Give me the actual rotation. Or local position. Okay. Finally completed the build mode UI. Can start on upgrades. That's cool. I'm not gonna get to upgrades, so I'm gonna get to... You can play a ring toss game and that's it. Okay, the local rotation. Local rotation is going to be this. For the rect transform. If I can just get the numbers rotated correctly, it'll be an indication that I'm on the right track. Almost. What direction do I want to actually rotate you? Put 90. I put 90, not 180. Be dang sure it's just 90, right? Yes. 90. Its local rotation should be 90. That's what I thought I put here. Local rotation is 90. Unless it's not the quaternion thing. So then it's rotate around. But is that a local rotation? Because I'm a little afraid that it's not a local rotation. Okay, again with the Rex transform. Now we do rotate around. I think, but that's going to be whatever it's currently set to, not... God balls, full screen it, thank you. Nice. It's looking clean. Well, it'll be nice to play this and actually see it with pixels instead of... Oh, and train speeds. Oh, and horizontal stations and everything. Nice. And then I just decided to stick myself in hell trying to just make a clock. Yeah, and then you decide to not rotate. I can't just put you in the... I can move it after the fact, but that's not... how I want to do this. It doesn't feel like it should be necessary to move it after the fact. Its rotation. I know what I want its rotation to be. And yet it will not give me that. Because even if I say I want the local rotation to be quaternion 90, it says here's a negative 80. How did you come up with that? Show me the math. Because I don't know what else is changing the rotation at that point. Say, okay, actually, no, I lied. They're gonna all be facing this way now. Because now you say you're negative 180. Negative 180. Gee, thanks. Okay. So now we say 180. I don't know. I just need you to move 90 along that axis to face the same thing the flipping clock is doing. Okay, is that 180? That's the same response. So this is doing absolute jack diddly. Okay. What is messing with the... That's the name, that's the component, and that's that. And this is after it's already gotten made. Who's resetting the flippin' thing? I've given up on the score multiple times here, where I'm like, no, we're not gonna mess with it. Okay, we'll come back to it. Okay, we'll come back to it. I keep coming back to it, and it keeps not getting fixed. I can't keep ditching it. This is the, like, thing. To say whether you're... Okay. I guess I can ditch it, because I don't have this working either. Where it shows you how you're throwing the rings. Okay, and I was gonna get rid of the UI on that, too. To just do a... Okay, can I... Do I have, like, an arrow? Just give me a cylinder. Give me a cylinder, put its 2 points... Yes, the grump has taken over. I'm grump and very grump. And we're the very grumps. I have the toy. Yeah, but I want it to be understandable as to how to play with the toy. Yeah, no, like I said, it's the Saturday doldrums. It's the very middle of the jam. Just crashing out super hard. Like, but please, no! I could get these features working before the end of this thing. Right? If you would just do what I expect you to do. We could, No? Can I just put it 0, please? Or is it just floating point error time? Seems like it's a very major floating point error time. Okay. This is the 3D arrow. We're gonna try a 3D arrow now too. Because I'm even ditching the, like, main menu and stuff too. So. Just found a small station you could place a rail on. Build mode just doesn't want to be bugless. That's, I mean, like I said, I mean, those doldrums now too here. It's just his bug time. Okay, so when you click, it should place this on top of the... Okay, the tosser. The tosser is the one that's going to figure out this. Which I think you did have some of the arrow information, right? Yeah, okay, so give me the game object for the 3D arrow, which for now is just going to be a cylinder. Game object, that's not listed there. Ring, arrow. So now, here the arrow's start position. Transform position is equal to the start position. Gosh dang it. Here. A lot of this should be this similar. Now I gotta figure out how to get it to. So now the arrow. Transform that position is going to be. It doesn't really work with the end points though. Because it's gonna have to be the magnitude between those two. That works easier in 2D, but. What happens if I do this? That'll put it in 3D on the screen, right? Yeah, I'll have to just translate that to be along a different axis. Right. I didn't set anything. That would help. Okay, there, arrow. Now what happens? When I click, okay, wait, let's move the camera. When I click, you should be right there. Or except that, well, okay, let's not do the second part. Let's just make sure it teleports to the start position. That's it. Okay, wait, the start position is different. It's not the flippin' UI start position. It is throwing it from, okay, throw the ring is throwing it from transform.position. So the start position is transform.position. That's really what it is. Transform.position. The end position is then the magnitude of the vector between the two things. Yeah, this. Direction times power. Okay, I don't need the rigid body add force. This is the arrow. Okay, wait, so this is the end point then, right? So then I just need it to be placed at transform.position is equal to the start position, which is transform.position, plus direction times power, and then divide all of that by 2. Then we'll figure out scale after the fact, if this is in fact what I think it should be, what I want it to be. Lol. It seems excessive. But that is... Okay, that needs to be a whole hell of a lot less. divided by some kind of scale. Float. There we go. Power scale. That's the power scale, which is for the... What am I using power scale for? If I already have that, then let's just use that. Okay, power scale there. I lied. So then divide it by power scale, if that's what's... Maybe I don't need... Okay, move that forward. Better? I don't think that really made that much of a difference. Is power scale even being used for anything? Okay, so this is just, I don't know, multiplied by itself for now. I guess it'd be mathif.pow if I really wanted to do that, but... That seemed to make it worse. Okay, maybe we just get rid of the power? Just do the direction. Get rid of the power. Aha! It does need to have some kind of power on it. Yeah, I think it does need to have some kind of power on it. Why does it look like it's going sideways there? Okay, and then I need to figure out its rotation. And then arrow dot transform dot. I've used this before. This is some old code that I would be tempted to go find again. No, wait. I can just say look at. Like direction, maybe? I guess start point is fine. If it's sideways, it's sideways, that's fine. As long as it looks like it's... The fluff and heck is that? That's the angle you decided. Okay, no collider, please. Why is it not? It feels like it should be updating. And not just a single flippin' rotation. Because the position seems to be updating just fine. Why is the rotation not? Like, direction should be... I feel like it should be changing, right? And it is transform to look at, right? But the direction is obviously a different... It's just deciding it's a single rotation. Oh, I guess it's rotating a little bit, but not enough you can flip and see it, though. But it's moving around, like it's kind of reacting. So maybe not a look at. I just sworn that's what I did for the... I've lost all juice. It's all gone. This is as good as I could get. I still have... No, it's the dawn of the last 24 hours, right? There's still 24 hours left. Or no, there's less than 24 hours. Yeah, 23 hours. Okay, so the question is, can I figure out the rotation and the position of a couple of objects in the next 23 hours? At the rate I'm moving, the answer appears to be no. Kinda sad. Sad. It throws it perfectly fine. It's just obnoxious that it won't visualize that. Yeah, and I sort of got that drawing on 2D, but I like the idea of doing it 3D. Or at least now I got it in my head of like, okay, let's do 3D on everything. Yeah, I gotta get the looping score going. That is the one like unique feature that I can. Otherwise, it's just a basic ring toss. I guess I'm not even looking at the power right now. So maybe not a look at. How do I figure out the rotation otherwise? Do I go look at old code? Very tempting. I think that's a good idea. Because I was very specifically drawing lines in 3D in like a VR setting, not drawing lines in 2D. Maybe we mess with the scale of it. If I can't figure out the other part, we'll just mess with the scale. Arrow. Or at least if I'm not having success with the power. Sure, that's a guess. This is IntelliSense. The AI code guesses are just so much nonsense. Like, you made a variable. It's that one. It's, yeah, very much revealing the fact that it does not think any amount ahead. It's literally just, what is the next word? Oh, it's probably related to the word you just said. Okay, the scale is local scale. I just need to scale it along the Y. Yeah. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. I just want to go watch a movie. I just want to go relax and do whatever nonsense. I also don't want to go back to work. Blech. Oh, the IntelliSense really helps you? I don't know, maybe I just... I'm doing bad code in a bad way, so it has absolutely no clue what I'm trying to do. Well, I don't know. When I'm just saying I want to change the local scale of something, and it decides here's 3 of this variable. Seemed a little odd. Let's see, this should be the difference between the two of these, right? It just makes me so scared. It makes me so sad and scared that, like, the thing I want to do more than anything is game development. And yet, I've been doing this for a while, and I don't seem to be getting any better at it. And I don't really have other marketable skills. Just along the... No, the magnitude. Like this. So let's see that. Just gotta hope the robots will take over before I can crash out and fail if... Okay, this seems a bit large. It seems quite a bit large. Okay, so divide by power scale maybe? That's looking closer. Probably another... I think I'll have to do something like an arrow scale or something to translate it to something. Okay, we do you there. That still seems extra huge. Even the smallest version of this is... It's like, wait, I just... Yeah, okay, so I can do that. Yeah, the scale is 2? Did I actually manage to get it at 2? Yeah, I did, okay. Okay, let's just do an arrow scale and see if I can divide and multiply some stuff. Translate. So, arrow scale. I guess it's dependent on the screen size. Just like 1,000 or something. So maybe I do want to divide it by like 1,000 or something. Or, okay, I didn't put in 1,000. Shit, if I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, zoom it. There we go. That's not looking like insane. Okay, position-wise, let's not do that. That doesn't seem to be doing much. Or, well, I guess it is doing something, but... Okay, so hopefully there should be a nice big meter in the middle of the screen. Covering everything, essentially. Hey, hey. So now I need to get you positioned. Well, it's either the position or the rotation of this that I need to figure out next. Also, it's not rotating, right? Oh, it is still doing the transform that I'll look at. Okay, now just a giant scale on the middle of the screen. It's just stretching a certain amount. There we go. So then, can I get it to grow from the start position? Would be the... It is. It's Big Peg. Big Peg to go along with the big sad over the fact that there's less than 24 hours and I can't get things working. So now the position of this is going to be half of whatever this scale is. So new vector 3. I feel like I'm getting over the hump of something, but we'll see if that's actually true. Yeah, most definitely ditching any of the roguelike aspect of this. That's just not happening. Not happening. And I'm not even having menus either. But that's an aesthetic choice. So now, instead of this, it's half of the scale. So hopefully that will... that way. Okay, so now, will that look like a big peg growing from a certain spot is the question. I did remake some things though too. It's like I started on the 2D version of this arrow. Hey, there we go. Okay, and then I needed to hide when you finish a throw. So arrow. Set active to true. And then when you finish throwing that, it'll arrow set active to false. It still isn't rotated in the right direction, but that's okay. Who cares? I do. That's the issue. Okay, so now it goes away. So that's a start. Okay, and then I can rotate it. I can rotate it. Yeah, because so now the arrow. So rotate it. Not in the direction right now. And rotate around rather. Yeah, I even sort of turned on like energetic music to, you know, power me through, and it ain't doing it. Ooh, wait. If I wanna put on some more like, maybe not big sad, but yeah, chill. Could do some heckin' chill stuff instead. If this isn't working. Let's start from the bottom, then we hear. Vaguely chiptunes. Maybe the most recent stuff. It went from chiptunes to like. Well, these are remasters of things. Okay, there we go. We chillin'. Like an incompetent villain. I want it to rotate around the Z. Which direction do I want this to go? This 3D arrow, I want the X. I want to rotate it in which direction along the X? I want to rotate it 90 on the X. Okay. So we rotate it 90 along the, okay, with the axis being vector 3 dot x dot forward. No, dot right 90. Okay, well, don't rotate it around then. That's okay, that's why I was getting confused. Rotate. Okay, where's the one that was, yeah, axis and angle. Oh, okay, I guess they just built it under there. It really wants to use power for the... It's because I haven't used the variable is most likely why. Because I just copy-pasted it from somewhere else, so... No, I do think it is my own incompetencies. Oh, you're just continuing to rotate it. Yeah, on updated, you're just continuing to rotate it. Okay, wait. Can I just... Wait, if I just rotate this along... If I just rotate this 90 right now? Because the rotation isn't getting updated, is it? Oh, okay, the rotation's not getting updated. Bugger off! What do you fluffing mean, you dumb? Having me... say things at myself occasionally is just kind of wild. And then that didn't sound like it scored. I'm like, great, wonderful, fantastic. Beautiful. So are you or are you not rotating it when you're scaling it? Yes or no? Position and local scale. Nothing else is rotating it, right? Is it the set active? No, it looked like the rotation. What? Nobody's rotating it anymore, right? That's the ring. The ring is getting rotated. It was a nice big peg there for a bit, and now it's... No, nobody else is messing with the rotation. Why is the... I mean, if it was messing with it, it just... What do you mean? Did you not, like... Did you just not update the code or something? Wow, I missed none of those shots. Typically, it's easy enough that you can get a shot. Yeah, okay, now it doesn't seem like it's growing correctly. I want the bottom to be the... Oh, that's along the Y. Now that it's moving along the X. Or the Z? This isn't even rotating in the right direction though either. Just not gonna help me. Lovely. Terrific. Excellent. Beautiful. Marvelous. Maybe I go back to big peg. How was I doing big peg again? That was rotate you back to nothing. And then position was divided by 2 here, and then that. And then I go bounce to something else. I don't want to mess with this stupid flippin' score clock. Just because it looks like it works, and then if I let it just build the clock in the middle of the board, it's fine. But then if I... Why did that one record bad? And why does it play that audio all the time? It likes that one of all the audio it could play. Okay. Yeah, that's at least something. That's some kind of indicator. Let's go. Fucking, I don't want to do this one either. Yeah, because if I rotate it back to the middle, position it back in the middle, it'll look like it's flipping working, and it'll make me excited, and then I go to move it, and it'll work, and then I go to move it before it actually makes the clock. No, we're back to the rotation just not working at all whatsoever. Okay, we're going back to the closest I could get to the stuff that I wanted. What's wrong with the clock again? Everything. The numbers aren't rotated in the correct direction, and then when I go to move the base clock anywhere, it does not position the numbers correctly or rotate the numbers correctly. So if I change the base item at all, which is why I was messing with the parenting on it for quite a while, I'm just getting kind of confused. So go back to you, maybe? Was this the one that was rotating the thing? At this point, if I just hide the pegs in the middle, I could just keep the score clock in the middle if it's gonna be stupid like that. It is gonna be stupid like that. Why is the... I did want it nice and big off to the side, though. At least I got the hand rotating, right? So this is somebody using world rotation or position instead of local? And that's what I kept messing with. It was like, okay, local rotation? Okay, I like the rect transform. Because it is a rect transform because they're 3D. Okay, actually, I could do, if we're going to do more parenting things too, I could say that score number okay, then you're going to be a straight up game object. And then this score number here is going to be score number text. And then we get rid of you. And then this will become the score number. So then I'm not messing with a rect transform. I'm messing with a transform. Okay, and then we get rid of you. And then we put you... let's see, is that... Oops. Ooh, finally a new player character. Hell yeah, I'm ready to see what the abomination of Emmett the Loop Walker is. Now the score text is this. And now what does that do? Finally done bug fixing the build mode. Congrats. Send some of that luck my way. Okay, it's looking for a rect transform that doesn't exist at that point anymore. Also have sounds. Ah, sounds like you're asking for a full Full game test. I am down. Oh my god. Just all over the screen here. Just, hello. This is Emmett, an experienced loop walker. He journeys through twisted loops, unraveling loop knots to keep the paper time continuum rolling. Hello, Emmett. Drag and drop your tiles onto the board to plan your path. Each tile can help Emmett in different ways. Such an abomination. It's fantastic. I love it. And it starts so large. It's hilarious. Okay, so again, I feel like I should be clustering them around like sevens. And probably the biggest stuff. Okay, get a pass there to make sure that happens. And then if I do like the forward 2 and that there. Once you're happy with your placements, press space or right mouse button to roll the dice. And it will move along the board following your roll. Yeah, or right mouse button. Okay. Oh yeah, forward 2, back 2. Yeah, I could do the back 2 there. Oh, and it's just kind of wherever. I see. Oh, and I can't... I can't lose the tile if I want to. I can. Aha! Or did it teleport back? Nope, it's gone. Okay. Whoops. I got too excited about finding the limits. Oops, I found the limits. I do love losing the tiles. Whoops. They will get discarded? Okay. Oh, and then there's the discard pile. Yeah, okay. Find a checkpoint. Well, then what happens if I put that there in between them? Okay, just something like that, sure, whatever. And I could just right click and then I don't gotta worry. Blue dice, the primary die, the white dice, the secondary die. And it will walk first using the primary die number, then after landing on a tile, he'll walk again using the secondary die. It's so in your face. I love it. It's almost frightening. Each time Emmett loops back to the start tile, your loop score adds to your total score. Play continues until your remaining loop reaches 0. At the end of your final loop, your total score is checked. If you reach the score goal, you level up and move on. If not, Emmett gets stuck in the looping realm. Okay, but each time Emmett loops back to the start tile, your loop score adds to your total score. Loop score adds to total score. Play continues until your remaining loops reaches 0. At the end of your final loop, your total score is checked. If you've reached the score goal, you level up and move on. If not, Emmett gets stuck. Okay, and then... Oh, and then I can Oh, these are already hit, though. But I can do the ones I've already done. Oh, and then that's the one I accidentally discarded in my dumb nonsense. Also tab, didn't tutorialize that on Mornings long enough. Oh, neat. Oh, and it says tab right there. Okay. Ah. Okay, so then I can roll. And then that's nice that it has a color indicator for the money there too. Starts scoring 1 points on land, increases tile points by 1. Oh, and it has the pass effect too. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not huge on moving your tiles around all the time, but that's, I think, just inherent in the design. That's just me. Also, I would move Emmett to be a little more central to the tile. Like, the edge seems a little odd to me. But I don't know if that's intentional or not. Oh, and then it's not reconfigure time. Wanted him on the edge? Okay. I mean, the edge isn't a bad idea, but I feel like he's very on the edge. Oh, and then... Oh, you could place a tile under Emmett? I guess, but that's not going to automatically score. Yeah, Emmett's always on the edge. Emmett's always on edge. Yeah, because it feels like there's a good amount of just, again, because I dom and I know I don't place things. Well, okay, because those are already hit. I don't need to worry about that. And I don't need to draw more, though, right? Oh, no, draw a tile. Even if I don't have the money for it. Starts with scoring 40 points, and the dice total is even. Increase the tile by 10 points. Odd. Decrease tile by 2 points. I suppose. Oh. I meant with that one, but that's okay. Yay, all sorts of tiles. Oh, I guess Emmett does turn around. Yeah, I might make sure that Emmett's always facing the direction of movement. I don't know if that's a big thing or not, but it might get confusing if it says backward 2, Emmett turns around and then proceeds to not go backward along the board. Oh yeah, it's not reconfigure time. And it's still not reconfigure time. Okay. We'll put the back two there. Yeah, I don't want to reshuffle all of the tiles. I guess as long as the forward 2s and back 2s are all getting hit. Yeah. Then that's good. And the trigger's even getting passed. So there. I didn't place the 100 forward. Oh, I didn't. I am determined to score as few points as possible, I guess. Well, now I can buy a 50 to go along with those other 50s that I threw off the screen. Yeah, the $1 pass. Those are fine. Everybody now. Oh, I could have moved those in front of this too, but it's okay, whatever. Oh, it's not a reconfigure time. Oh, and I still have some more loops to get to the score. Well, at least I'm hitting that a bunch. Oh, I keep forgetting about these. Should make it 3 loops max instead of 4. I think it just depends on the score. I mean, this is just the one round that I'm doing here, so I don't know if it gets a lot more difficult. Uh, 100 forward. Score 200 points, discard after using. Just give me one of these and one of those. You'll scale the score accordingly. Hey, level up. Secondary die moves backwards if it's smaller than the primary die. Start each level with +1 loop, lose 500. Now shop is 30% cheaper. I might just go with that one. Oh, and then it's not reconfigure time. Yeah, I know me personally, I'm just not huge on the let me reconfigure everything all the time. It just, like, when there's just so many tiles, it just doesn't feel super worth it to me. Because now I'm like, oh, I gotta put this back over there if I want it to. Like, I'll just keep with this combo, but. Oh, and I have another 30 back. To try to make sure it triggers that. Oh, and then these, I should squeeze in between these. There we go. Yeah, it's there only if you like to min-max. Okay. Well, and I think it's one of those... when you have a lot of opportunities for min-maxing, that it feels like, oh, well, now I kind of should. Oh, I guess I could do something like... put the passes in front of the find checkpoint. Or around the find check... or the checkpoint. Well, no, okay. I want to chain the back to the back to the back to the... I will chain you to the forward too there. Oh, yeah. Pass tiles only trigger once, so it doesn't make sense to place them between the things. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to place them. I don't know if there's something else that would be better to place in between. Okay, sure, that's whatever. Some kind of auto roll option might not be bad too. Because like here, it's the only thing I could do is roll. And... yeah, it depends on how the score scales, but right now it doesn't seem like 4 loops is necessary. But that is also, you could just change the amount of score too. Auto roll could end up creating more edge cases, so probably gonna avoid it for the jam version. Well, because I'm saying just auto roll until you get to this point. Like, once you're able to reconfigure everything, then it would stop auto-rolling. But when it's the brown, then it would roll. But yeah, either or. Oh yeah, that's why I was doing the backwards occasionally. Oh, okay, auto-roll could break ongoing tweens. Okay. Sure, I guess. Yeah, okay, and I seem to be doing completely fine score-wise. Kind of a bummer that it doesn't score multiple times, especially when I'm going backward all the time. But that's fine. Okay, I don't need a 10. That can just get discarded. Okay, and I think I'm good on this. It's neat. I'm still not fully understanding or feeling the strategy for the tile placement, but it's feeling pretty polished. It's feeling pretty good. Like, it's very cool. Again, you make good games. Unlike this mess. Who wasn't set there? Get component text mesh pro, get component text mesh pro and children. Okay, and then it has to redo it anyway because it exploded. And then I don't think I'm even gonna move the score clock. It's just gonna sit in the middle. Okay, so now where are the numbers? Exactly. You're just not getting placed at all? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, wait, you're supposed to be inactive at the start. And then you'll still show up when I do the actual... Yeah, okay. Great. Awesome. Fabulous. And then you are not getting placed or rotated at all anymore. Okay. And that is true. Okay. So now, instead of rect transform, the local position should be set to whatever position. And now the local rotation should be... But this is a game object now, instead of being... it's a game object with a transform instead of a game object with a rect transform. So maybe that'll have a difference. We shall see. Okay. Now what happens if I move this score clock? Because ideally I don't want it to be right there. But do the numbers get positioned correctly? Fuck you! And they're not rotated correctly either. Local fucking position, right? Local position. It's the local position of the objects. I don't know how else to place you, you dumb. Transform that local position? It was position. I changed it to local position because I kept having issues with the local position. Okay, maybe, yeah, now we go back to position because it was rect transform earlier. I don't fluffing know, it's all broken and on the floor. Yeah, every day is a struggle against my own incompetence. And I wish there were just some days that had a little more luck. It's also not rotating it so that it's the correct rotation either anymore. Okay, let's stop trying to reposition it. Let's just try to position it in the middle. Again, can I just get it to work around the source position? Because that's where it sort of looked like it was sort of working, kind of, sort of, maybe a little bit, possibly. This is why I'm not confident in anything. Basic clock? No. Yeah, because that was one of the interview questions. It was like, can you make blackjack for an interview? And it was just like, can you reverse a linked list? It was like, not in a timely manner, no. It just hurts to know that I am, in fact, too stupid to do the things that I truly want to do. And I don't know how to pivot to something that I can do that it's, like... I guess I could just play video games. That's what people typically do for streaming. I could just give up on all my hopes and dreams and just play games. Okay. So now the rotation is still borked. If I get rid of the rotation here, what happens? Also, can I just rotate it in the object? Now that they're separated. Score number. Now that you have your own separate number here, can I rotate this along the X by 90 so that it's facing upward? And then I don't have to mess with it in the clock. There we go. No, I lied. Go ram it. Okay, negative 90. Which could also be said as 270. So it'll look upside down right there, but will it look... Yeah, stuff like reversing a linked list is such a dumb question in this day and age. There's a multitude of algorithms written down on the web, meaning LLM will be pretty good at giving you it, and you can Google it anyway. Oh yeah, there was that Alberta Tech did that. It was like, so is this job gonna be solving coding puzzles? Is that why you're asking? It's like, no, not at all. And I thought making an entire blackjack as like an interview question, or I mean, it was like I had some amount of time to make blackjack, but still, I think making an entire blackjack machine as a test is too big for a test. Like that just seems. I that might just be because I'm having such struggles with this in 2 days. I don't know. The idea of expecting anybody to spend hours on an interview is, I think, or hours on. And it probably was the expectation that it only was going to take a couple hours, not that it was going to take me a couple days of work. Why is that? Yeah, that's why I was trying to rotate it by 90. Who keeps rotating all these things? And then that's negative 180. This placing them, but it's not rotating them. Yeah, I hated the algorithms and data structures course, and 80% of the year passed it using ChatGPT. I mean, I feel like that stuff is good to know, but... Because, I mean, here I am struggling with doing, like... doing geometry and stuff. Okay, so... What do you mean? I put in too many zeros there? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so that was or was not rotating it the right way, yes or no? It still looked like the parent was getting... Okay, that was just me putting in the thing wrong. Okay, so now I finally have it looking like a fucking clock, but if I try to fucking move it... And that's the frustrating thing, too, is I'm like, oh, and now I move it. Ta-da! Yay! It works! And it's like, no, it's only after all of these things got parented to it in this position. But if I try to move the thing and then try to parent it... Okay, but at least the numbers are rotated the correct direction, right? Yeah, and then I try to move it, and it's like... Well, here... And now the... What? I moved it, and now the number... Oh, no, I just clicked on the base. I was like, okay. No, stop clicking on the base. The whole thing. There we go. But now they look like they're doubly offset, despite the fact that I thought I was trying to do local position. Or it doesn't matter if I put in position or local position, it just doesn't seem to... Yeah, it's that I want it to be around this object's position. And this is the parent object. And then it decides to offset it by however much... nonsense. Yeah, not sure if in life you'll need to know what the difference between that function and that function are. I don't even recognize the symbols. Yeah, that frustrates me too with like interviews and stuff. Is that it's... Well, okay, not only does the job listing say a bunch of stuff that isn't actually used at the job anyway, because my friend's looking for a job, and I was like, oh, my place is hiring. If you really, if you ever get desperate, my place is hiring. And but they list stuff like, oh, you need Java and C++, and I'm like, we're literally only using C# and Unity. Like that stuff doesn't need to be on there. But nope, it's on there. Okay, so maybe we get rid of that inner circle of rings? Or pegs, rather? But then all that stuff is asking for you to know, like, all sorts of programming, and then you're learning proprietary business code anyway. It's like you just have to learn the system that they have anywho. So, like, why do you need to know how to do perfect programming when you're just gonna learn what the, like, specialist knowledge anywho? Okay, so if I just started at 1, is it gonna hack off the edge, or is it gonna hack off the middle? Because maybe if I could just get the scoreboard in the middle of the board, that'll just have to do for now. It didn't hack off any pegs. I thought you were supposed to hack off some of the pegs there. This is the pegboard script, and I'm saying for the width here, that is what's spawning the pegs. Yeah, instantiate pegs, spawn pegs, and a radial here. Shouldn't have skipped a thing. Okay, well, 2 then. Or 3. Maybe 3. And then see if it actually skips. I thought that's what the thing that was doing the loops. Yeah, everybody just used to order in anyway. There we go, okay. So, not 3, do 2 then? I really just want to get rid of that first set of pegs so that I could just make a spot for this stupid scoreboard. Because I haven't even figured out how to rotate the flippin' clock hand correctly either. I can't move the scoreboard. I can move the pegboard maybe. Except the... Does it spawn around where the pegboard is? Whatever. Fantastic. Herb. It's getting closer, I guess. Where'd the other ring go? Did I... Fine. I love the stupid voiceover for that. Okay. So now we gotta get the score clock to actually rotate. So I thought I had some of that. That's making it here. Update score is the score. And rotate. Oh, and then probably should have the actual, like, score or number somewhere anyway. Okay. Now we go to the game manager. Okay, let's stop sitting. It's addictive, though. It's so easy to be lazy and just sit. Okay. I was going to the game manager and making sure that the score text, the score hand, in this case, is going to be the game object. And I'm looking at a rect transform. Okay. Okay. Score hand UI. Yay, remaking everything. And then also having it not work for maximum confusion. Well, I don't think I added yay, as I a sound effect. Wait, we gotta go dredge that up. Where that be? Music. Yeah. Okay. And audio. Positivity. Yay. And then that was under the ring for maximum confusion. Okay, there we go. All is right with the world. Yay has been added as well. Oh my goodness. It's only 2:30. Score hand instead of score hand UI. Okay, those aren't necessary. I do think I need to zero out the rotation. Transform, dot, rotate. So zero out the rotation and then rotate it based on what the score is. Something like that, I don't know. Maximum mumbling. I'm ready to make an indie movie. Or mumblecore movie, I suppose. The way this thing is rotated along the Y, then. This is after I stood up. I would have assumed after I sat down it would have been like that, but that was after I stood up. Okay, now the game manager does not have either thing. We'll do both. Okay, game manager, score hand, UI, and then game manager score hand. Okay. And then when I do this, is it gonna rotate or move the hand at all? Not if I don't score. Again, not if I don't score. Great, I'm just not gonna hit anything. Hey, it was fine. Also, the fact that it flippin' worked and pointed directly at the one? What? Wild? Okay. Just work then, why don't you? The hell? Okay, the multiplier looks like it's already kicking in. What did I land on in the middle here? Oh, the clock has a... The score clock has a... Has a collider? Is that what you're saying? Somebody had a collider. Who's got a collider still? You have a capsule collider. You don't need a capsule collider. Oh, you'll need some kind of collider, though. If you are going to sit in the middle of the thing. And for now, you are. Because I can't figure out how to parent the numbers to the right position. Okay, so that has the, like, collisions now. I gotta look at what the heck is going on with the, how it's actually doing the score again. Because, yeah, okay, putting it in the middle, interesting, but not super useful. But also, I couldn't figure out a good way to do it otherwise. At least for now. Is the score just dead? It's just stuck, or is nothing scoring anymore? I'm also not doing a good job of scoring, but... Just had to completely dance around the peg. So is nothing scoring anymore? Lovely. Oh, okay. It is still scoring. It's no. The scoring being inconsistent. It's like, what is going on there? Also, how about no? How about I just don't worry about it? That's just too weird of a bug for me to deal with. Do I want to see how I'm planning to make the upgrades look? Really excited for what I plan to make them look. Yeah, no, feel free to send all sorts of updates and stuff. Show me working projects. That's cool by me. Instead of whatever dumb nonsense I'm not getting working. I am having fun with the ring throwing system, so at least the main mechanic is working and I'm having fun with it, so. Yay, I'm doing 3D. Dadgummit. Yeah, I am doing 3D and physics and whatever else. I don't know, but I also managed to make a grid too hard to do too, so. That also is just, I just have a hard time. We struggling out here. Okay, the scores. Okay, yeah, little train tickets. That's cool. Yeah, it's always nice to make stuff thematic. That's what I was trying to do here to make this feel like a backyard party kind of thing, but it is not a party. Oh, so this needs to have some kind of rounds and stuff too. Oh, that was the end of the track there too. Man, I'm like ready to go do something else, like go eat or sleep or something. Probably doesn't help that I'm playing like chill music too, but even playing like really exciting music. Oh, I still haven't come up with a name. Oh, yeah. Didn't seem like there was an easy way to wiggle the grass at all. Okay. So this needs to have a end round. Okay, it needs to be a click here. Instead of, so if I'm doing click for everything, then yeah, this initial setup here should be you click, then it zooms it in, and then when you lose, you click and it zooms it out. And then it plays an audio of thanks for playing and step right up. Okay, that was under the game manager? Yes. Okay, so here, instead of W, it's input dot and mouse button down 0, and that'll be and then it'll say started game. Well, it's if game has not started. Yeah, the bool's fine here. Game started. And now here, if game started, just like not happened, and then game started. It's true. So that first click will take you into the game, and then when you lose, which now I gotta get like some kind of end, lose, then it'll say thanks for playing. Also, I am gonna take the ad break. Okay. So now I click. It zooms it in. You throw the rings, and it should be, I think, once you throw all the rings, it should end it, and then you say thanks for playing, and it zooms it out. And then I think I'm gonna just add my gnome in as even just a placeholder, like, character to say hey. And then I think I might for fun just add in some lines of like, hey, watch it, and ow. If it does, if you throw a ring into the character. So now I need to determine if, so this is the tosser here. I would say thrown all rings. And then that would be game ended. Okay, so actually I lied. Give me like an enum for the games, public enum. Public enum game state, which is gonna have started, ended, something like that. Batman begins, Batman keeps going, Batman ends. Game state. No, I could do it. Call it game state. I don't trust it. Just calling it state. Game state. Now instead of game started, just use game state. So it's if game state equals the game state started. Here, game state is equal to started. And then here it's if game state is ended. And then you click. It'll do the other one. Okay, then what determines whether the game state is ended? Somehow I figure out here. I'll Unity action that says, hey, I'm done. Just like the ring here. Thrown all rings. this as an invoke. Doesn't need to pass any other things here. So it's just empty. He hasn't thrown all rings. Don't need to pass anything. Another game manager is on start, saying the tosser dot thrown all rings. Just keeping a track of that. And that's end game. Which is a and
I feel incredibly uncomfortable in my own skin, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm using that spring
I also need to unsubscribe,
in my body, like I never
undestroy.
jive in a situation. Like if I'm in a group of people and they're all up doing things, talking to each other, and having fun with each other,
And then end game is just gonna set the game state to end it.
or what to say in
Okay.
a situation to make me feel like I belong there, to make me feel like I'm part of the
That's not gonna come together that fast, is it?
And that's really what people want for the most part. They want to feel like they belong.
Looked like it scored there for a second, bounced off, and then didn't score. Oh. That worked. Neat. Wait, can you do like a quit the game at the end of that animation? Is that part of a... Is that something you can do in an animator? Because I know you can add... so let's zoom out. At the end of the zoom out animation, you can add an event. And that function is... nothing. Oh, the script. And the only scripts that are on here are those. Well, I could just quit the game after a certain amount of time, right? As well. If it is just gonna... Oh, no. Yeah, okay. This will say whether the game is ended, but it's once you click, then it'll do the wait. Shoot. Okay, wait. Unity, wait for seconds. How do you do this again? Yeah, coroutine. Yeah, the coroutine stuff. Example coroutine. Yeah, start coroutine. Now this is end game. Oh, well, let's quit. No. I just want to call it quit. Which will then just do an application.quit anyway, but... Oh, and then that's not a coroutine. My enumerator. And then it does not have to, yeah, yield return. Okay, so now after you've thrown your last ring, it'll back out the game. And I guess I won't be able to check if it does application quit unless I do a build, but...
Fabulous. You're marvelous.
Yeah, the fact that you can get them to, yeah, chain together, to spawn and chain together is hilarious. Okay, so now if I do a build, the score clock seems to be messed up still, but if I do a build, the 2nd August. Now will that start and quit? Meaning that I can throw the audio on top of that to say, hey, step right up. Proceed to not hit any of them. Hey! Okay. Maybe I give it just a second longer. Not a second. Just a microsecond. Just a moment longer. Tenth of a second longer. Okay, so now give me Audacity. So I can record some more nonsense and then forget that I had my mic on and then ruin my mic sensitivity again. Okay, so back to ruining mic sensitivity. Step right up. Thanks for playing. I could throw the ows and whatever else in there. Okay, so it was track. No. Oh, wait. The meme number. And... effect. Special. Aha. Truncate silence. Didn't seem to do much. Effect. Special. Truncate silence. Oh, I gotta select something. Effect. Special. Just like me, I'm a special boy. Okay, is that... Alright, let's play it actually. Step right up. Thanks for playing. Absolutely terrible, but it works. Okay, then we do Control B, and then we do. Wow, look at me learning here. Okay, this is step right up. And this is thanks for playing. Okay, then we say export audio onto my computer, multiple files, using the track name and labels. Or maybe not. Okay, because they're two entirely separate things. Just give me the selected audio this time. So export audio onto my computer. Current selection. Step right up. Export it, and then export audio, export on my computer. And thanks for playing. Okay, back to La Musica. ¿Por qué no español? I think I'm also doing the wrong. Boy, am I. It's just. I can hear myself just moving slow, being slow, just like kaput. Like, there's more I don't want to finish here. Okay, C. Users. Me. No, C. Users. Me. OneDrive? OneDrive fits into this somewhere. OneDrive. Then desktops. Documents. Then Audacity. There we go. Then step right up and thanks for playing, which are both at the end of the alphabet. Okay. Audio. And now, do you have an audio source? You do not. Who's doing the audio for every... Oh, the rings? The rings are doing all their audio. Well, those are the ones that are scoring. Sure, whatever. Okay, so... Audio source. Audio source. And then I gotta put the clips somewhere. So audio clip. Just give me a list of audio clips and I'll just play the first audio clip and the second audio clip. Well, no, it should be easy enough to just say audio clip and step right up. No, okay. Start, end. And now, here, audio source, dot play after I set the audio source clip equal to end, and then here it's gonna loop if I do a new audio source on here, so let's make sure it doesn't do that. Well, it's like I kind of wanted to loop, at least at the beginning, up until you click. But I also don't want it to just sit there and... Oh, I wanted to have a little bit of a... Well, actually, I do want it to play on awake. Oh, so I guess I don't even need the start if it just plays on awake. The clip? Oh, that's the clip. Okay. So I guess I don't actually need that to do the thing, because that'll be in Unity. Meaning I actually don't need that. It's just the end clip. Just set it to end and play that when you end it. Step right up. Oh yeah, and it doesn't loop. Excellent. Excellent. I didn't hear the thanks for playing. Oh, because I didn't add it. That's why. Step right up. Herb. Thanks for playing. Okay, so now I just gotta make sure the tosser is not tossing when you start the game. Which is really just a matter of the game state. Do you have the game manager and can just ask the game manager for the game state? No, you don't. Should I do that? I don't know. Am I gonna do that? Yes, I am. Nah, let's not do it public. Let's just do get game state. Okay, there. And now the tosser is only if the game manager... game manager. So that may or may not be enough. Step right up. Tosser, which is under the camera. Now needs a game manager. Step right up. Dang it. You shouldn't say game started until the camera's finished moving. So that didn't solve anything. Wunderbar. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Oh, I mean that's not going to be accessible in the actual build, but thanks for playing. Yeah, okay. After I get this working, we're calling it quits. I'm clearly kaput. I'm gone. I need to go for a walk, maybe get some audio, record some audio, and then eat some dinner. Just chill for a bit. Okay, hopefully that will make it so that you click to start, but don't actually throw any rings. Then when you reach the rings, you can throw them. Then you click to exit. Step right up. Nope. Thanks for playing. 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 Wow, really did not nail that at all. Did the opposite of nailing that. Step right up. What do you fluffing mean? Start coroutine. Oh, if the game has started. Game state. Where am I setting started then? Well, it's not started or ended. It's idle. It hasn't started. It's the pre-game. It's the, or I guess playing. Yeah, okay, but it's defaulting to started. Oh, which is, okay, so I just need the word before, like, playing and then leaving. Okay, start. And playing. And then end leaving. Or end it, sure. End it is fine. So now if the game state is start, then the game state becomes playing, and now over here it's playing. Kind of, sort of, maybe something like that. Yeah, okay, the music is... Okay, music's not dead. Step right up. There we go. Okay, it's not throwing at the thing immediately. Awesome. Stellar. Dang it. I just managed to split the difference almost exactly there. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Okay, do that as a build. Oops. Well, yeah, okay, I just wanted to save the thing. So now do that as a build. And then I'm gonna go for a walk. Get some audio. Then I'm gonna eat some dinner. Then I'm gonna come back and cry a lot. And hope I can fix some bugs. No, bugger off with the ads. How are the ads always... Oh, I used up a snooze? And I used up another snooze. Step right up. Okay, I need to make the rings spawn it a little safer. A little better. Lovely. Yay! Oh. Fine. Yay! Thanks for playing. Okay, it's coming along. It's not a roguelike at all. I think that would have been interesting. But if I can get the kind of looping score thing to be interesting, that would be nice too. Okay, it's clearly I'm dead. I'm kaput. It's not happening. If anybody is here, I will be somewhat surprised. Well, okay, probably hard lurking. Major lurking. Why did you unmute it, you goof? Looks like it might be enough people to raid with. If we want to raid. I say lurking and everybody came out of the shadows to say, yep. Lurking hard. Sounds like you fell asleep, so didn't want to wake you. Minecraft. Pico 8 game dev. Took like 30 minutes making a stamp hole making animation for the ticket. That's cool. This is a game dev jam thing. Why does it say raids? Is it like raids yes, raids no? What does it mean by raids? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Also, what jam is this for? Is Covino doing, Covino is throwing rocks, apparently. Dispose here, then. And then it gives me the ads immediately. Just wanted to see what was up. Oh, yeah, this is GMTK Jam. Well, then, yeah. Of course, we gotta go over here. Once the ads are done. That does look kind of good. Yeah, I'm hoping a walk will wake me up. And I'm hoping I can actually remember to record the audio as well.
Flag dots, pushable, right? And then the frame specifically is going to be
Okie dokie. Right over here.
And color is going to be blue, and then the position is going to be I don't know.
And then I will be back.
For this thing should just be drawn. Yep.
Nah, 6 o'clock seems too late. 5:30 at the latest.
And this is where we go to our update. So this is
Probably 5:30 at the late. I don't know. It's only gonna take me an hour for dinner and stuff, but I was gonna walk.
You can do if
Sometime after 5, probably.
flags equals and flag
Okay.
pushable.
Bye.
Okay, this is where we have a check tile, right? Check tile